funny thing is, you sound as if you know what you're talking about, when honestly, I'm sure you have no absolute idea.
Well, I talked to 3 other managers and they told me what was going on, so I did know what was happening. We just needed you to get on to reset the server. It wouldn't
Wow.
have taken that long.
Yeah, no, just resetting the server. Yeah, turning it on and off again seems to do the job every time.
Well, because it hasn't been reset
No,
in
it
almost 4
doesn't.
days.
No is
The
the
server was
answer.
full of shit and
No
you
is
didn't come
the
on and help
answer.
anybody. You're never here, OGL. That's the
Okay.
problem.
Okay,
That's what
well,
we're
I'm going to
voicing
tell you
to
to either tone it down, or we're going to start to have a problem, and that never ends up any good for anyone.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Ban me from the Discord? It doesn't matter to me that much. I'm just saying. When we at you
Okay.
that we need help, we're not doing it for shits and giggles. We actually need help when we at you. And it'd be nice if you could show up sometimes. You're always on doing something. You're always listening to Spotify or something. It's just we need help, and when we at you, we do need help. We're not doing it just to screw around
Oh
with you.
my god, Justin, dude, calm down. I'm going to tell you one thing, right? I do not just play Gmod 24/7.
And you don't have to.
Yes, I
That's not
do.
what I'm implying.
You're saying when you tag me, you want me to be there instantly. No is the answer. You're gonna have to deal with it. You're not a manager. Who are you? You're a head mod.
You're just gonna flex on us like that?
Yeah, I am.
Oh god.
Damn.
So it's funny.
It's kind of funny.
So you know. Yeah, but it's still. The thing is, Justin, I've probably, I've had, what, 4 managers now? 4 different developers. All try me, and they're nowhere to be seen anymore.
Okay. You can ban me. That's fine.
When did I say I was gonna ban you, Justin?
Alright, but you're
Stop
making
coming to conclusions. Are we gonna have
You're
to
making
still
it
go
seem like
around
you're
being
gonna.
sick, or do I
Listen.
need to mute you? Let me talk and then unmute you. I feel like that's what I should do, honestly.
I'm not a child, OGL. Okay?
Yeah, well, you're acting like
Just
one,
treat
so
me like one.
yeah, well,
So
you're
are
acting
you.
like one.
You're no better than I am right now.
Yeah, exactly, I'm not. That's the point. I'm not no better than you. but if I have to, talk slowly and explain to you certain things for it to,
come here.
make sense in your head, then that's what I'll have to do. You're a head mod. The managers are full aware of everything that happens on the server way before it happens. So if you have a question, talk to them. They are there for a reason. Why do you think I only have this role on Discord?
It's frozen, yes, I can.
So I don't get spammed with PMs by lots of people like you who have no idea what they're on about.
Okay, come here, friend.
Okay.
Hey, come here.
But
Bye.
What I'm on about is the entire thing that I said in the message about the no communication. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, okay.
If you would go to the staff meetings and be there, listen to what they have to voice and say. They come in and they say everything that's happening in the staff meetings. What's wrong with the server?
I
What
do
is
come to the
to
staff.
watch out
Well,
for?
some of them.
Okay.
I do come to some of the
But
staff.
you should try to show up to more of them because I go to a lot of them and I never see you there. I rarely see you. I've seen like 2 or 3 of them and I've been to quite a few of them. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but what you have to understand is, right? I like being busy fun. So when you have a staff meeting, it might clash with something else that I'm doing, or I have a meeting with someone, or I'm trying to figure something else. I'm trying to fit something. I'm doing something. I'm not just I'm not just sitting down doing nothing.
I understand that everything has a life, OGL, trust me.
No, it's not even just a life. This is what I do, obviously, and I do a lot of it all the time. And it's a case of, if your staff meeting is not my priority, I'm not being funny. If you have something, write it in the staff chat. I read it. I read all of the staff chat every day, all the time. I pop in there at least once an hour when I'm on my PC. So the thing is, no communication. You need to talk to your managers. You need to say, because I'm not necessarily Justin. I'm not the one who's going to be here like this, and this. Look at my role on Discord.
I see
Just because you don't have a role, I mean, you're a dev. You're supposed to give information.
But Obey,
True.
if I was a dev, Obey, and I wanted that, how do I say it? and I wanted that full cooperation as in me updating you of every single little thing, then
You don't have to do
I would.
every little thing.
No,
Maybe
hang
just
on,
add-ons.
just let me finish. Let me finish. I mean, what, they're so oblivious. It's like in denial almost. I have that role on Discord, so then I talk to the managers. We have this separate chat, dev chat. I just go in there, write what's happening, write what's being fixed, and then it's up to them. If I wanted a more manageable position, if I wanted to tell you what to do, I would have that role, but I don't. So if you want something changed, or you want something the way it works to be changed, you need to talk to them, and then they forward it to me. That's the way
OGL,
this
we're
works.
getting very off topic of the reason I added you, the reason I pinged you. The reason I pinged you was, and I even wrote in the ping, okay? There's so many updates coming out here and there. I understand you're busy and you're working on these updates and making them come out the way you want them to and to be perfect, which I think you do a great job. Everything comes out, for the most part, working really well. Now, the problem I have is I never know about any of this, and I don't think half the staff team does. I talked to 2 or 3 other managers, and they didn't even know that they didn't know like the UK was 2 was coming out until a couple days before it came out. But apparently, you were in the works of it for a bit. I talked to people that didn't know the smuggler was coming out. Hell, I didn't know the smuggler was coming out. I had no idea the skin vendor was coming out or the black market dealer. I didn't know about any of this. I think a lot of people didn't know about this. And it's
What?
not announced until it's almost done. There's no communication between what's happening. And
Okay,
another thing is, okay, wait, one more thing, and then I'll let you go. Okay, we never know what's happening in the server, especially with the U.S. server. We are so far behind. We've had the skin vendor now just sitting in the same spot for the last few weeks now, and he doesn't work. That doesn't work. We don't have the smuggler job. Spawn zones are always broken. There's always something new to fix with the U.S. server, and yet it never gets fixed.
let's have a look here. So, another thing is, right, so that, like, you know I just said the way it works is the managers forward something to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't get, so what I had problems was, let's have a look at the list. See, I was never told. See, you're saying things that I haven't been told. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and it's
Okay.
the managers to. I get blamed because I'm at the front of it. I'm the person you see, isn't it? Just like, even though I'm not necessarily have a role, if there's something wrong with the server, who do you think of?
You
Me.
because you're a
First thing, okay,
dev?
the first thing
Okay.
I think of when there's an issue with the problem, the first thing I do
Okay.
when I see an issue with the server is I call or tell the manager about it.
Okay.
And
Well,
then
I'm telling you,
90%
not
of the
most people
time,
do. Not most people do. They just go straight. They think, oh, OGL. Oh, but you say, you're the developer. Oh my God, you need to do it all the time. No, Obey, I'm sorry, I don't have time. But if you try and find someone else who can do what I can do and do it better, then round of applause, because they can't. Why do you think so many people have been and gone, and I'm still here? And another thing is, the thing with, oh, we don't know a few days before, is because I'm still finalising it with Fudgy. I'm not passing the blame necessarily to him. It's a case of, I have to try and get a decision out of a person that is even way more busy than me. Do you understand?
okay, I understand that. And now that I know that, I'm not gonna have a problem with it. But
But the
the only other
staff
thing,
team is a staff team. You are on Gmod. You get claimed. I like the fact that you are all very passionate about finding out what's going on the server and you want to know. However, if you want an even bigger role in that, you need to aim for a higher role. You need to aim for that manager position because I can't
okay,
relay
but
everything back to everyone because not unless I'm told to. Unless you want to say dev chat, we just remove that and everything just gets told in staff chat. But then I'm not the one who decides that.
okay, wait, okay. So one of the things, okay, so back to what you're saying about like getting to manager role. The way it is now, it's almost impossible. It took me 5 weeks to get promoted to head mod. I was staff of the month. I got nothing. It took me 5 weeks to get promoted.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
I'm just saying you can't use that as a claim, saying that we should try to get to the manager role when I've been on the staff team for 2 or 3 months now,
I can't.
and I'm only 8
But
months to be
it's not.
5 weeks to
It's
get
not my
promoted.
fault. You should talk. It's not my fault. You need to. if you're not getting promoted fast enough and you're saying, oh, you want to aim for that manager role and you're not getting that manager role, then you need to talk to a manager about promotions the way that works.
And I did. That's what I did. I talked to Dexter about promotion, and I got promoted for it. But back,
Okay.
this is the whole thing. The only reason I pinged you was only because of the fact that I think more things should get vocalized to us when stuff is happening, especially in the server. The only other question I have is why is the U.S. server so far behind from the UK? Why are we
Because
so far behind?
as you know, there's lots of bugs in the UK server. So basically, what we're doing is the US server is still technically in beta. We've never fully released it. It's a case of the UK server is like the guinea pig. We give it to the UK, get it fixed, get it up and running, then we move it to the US.
Okay. The other thing I want
And
to know
the thing is with the safe zones and stuff, that again, not my stuff. I put the add-on in the server. I tell the management how to use it. They use it. If they fuck it up, and then I get blamed. The safe zones is all in game, and the way that the accessory vendors and stuff, like if it disappears or it doesn't, it's because that safe zone is deleting it as it's starting up and stuff like that. That's something that I've not done.
Alright, we have the skin vendors. I just want to know when they're going to start working on the US server, because when you click on them, nothing pops up anywhere. The thing that pops up is skins you already have purchased.
Okay.
Because whenever I load onto the UK server, it automatically puts my skin on for some reason. And I switch back to US, and it doesn't let me take it off, so I have to go back to UK to take it off. Because I don't care about having a skin, but I have a lot of people asking in game when our skin vendor is going to start working, and I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Okay, look at a new channel just popped up.
Actually, what would I do? I'll name it Red Map. Okay.
I'm just saying, all I want to know is just I get that the managers have to know about everything and that, and I don't know if it's just them not
It's a case of
vocalizing,
I'm not being funny. They're all lazy as fuck. They don't do any they handle in-game reports, staff reports. The staff applications take about 8 million days to get replied or accepted. Things that I actually give them to do so I can move forward on certain things take forever. It's a case of I do what I can when I can. I don't just sit around, Justin. Like I've said, I like being busy. If there's nothing for me to do or I'm waiting for someone, I'm not going to wait around and just, chase after someone. That's not me. I'm not here going to be like, oh, please do this, please do this. I'll give you something to do. If you don't do it, your fault, not my problem.
Okay.
And this isn't a rant to you. This is a rant about the whole situation with communication.
Yes,
If
I know.
they don't tell me, or if they say something like, oh my god, something's broken, that is the worst thing anyone can ever say. It's just not helpful at all. What's broken? Why is it broken? How did it do it? Because else I'm going to be there for 4 or 5 hours trying to replicate what is broken or find what the issue is, find an error, see through, what is like 100 megabyte files of just text, and it's kilobyte, like 0.01 kilobyte per line. So you can imagine it's thousands and tens of thousands of lines of stuff that I've got to skim through to see where the problem happens, why it's dying.
Okay. This is my I've been so there's this one server I used to play on, right? I was on it for 5 or 6 years. I was staff. I got up pretty high in their ranking. Okay, I was one of the highest up there. I was there for years. And one of the biggest problems that everybody had was that nobody communicated, and the server started falling apart because of it. But once we started making a push for people to talk more and make more of what's going on, like we're adding additions to servers, adding a whole new server, shit like that. Once we got everybody to start communicating with each other, stuff started to flow smoother. You know, I feel like if
But you
if everything
talking to me about communication when all I'm doing, Justin, is looking at the bigger picture in terms of the server. If I wanted to handle the community, I would be a co-owner. I'd just get that role. I'd be there like, right, cool, I want to handle the community. I want to do the server stuff. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But that's not, I have my own community. I already do all of that, run a community, dev my own server, and then dev this and handle even your own staff team being childish. This isn't you, just generally speaking, being childish, being immature, and not helping me at all. So I've got to then handle that and find out what the problem is. Then find Fudgy. He messaged me saying, "Oh, there's problems. I totally agree with this claim." It's like when Dexter wrote that thing in chat. Oh, I totally agree with him. Updates need to come out faster. He told me. I said, okay, updates can come out faster. So then he'll give me something to do, and it'll come out in 2 days. And then you're complaining to me that it's coming out too fast because we haven't given you enough warning. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm just getting told what to do via the Fudgy, or getting a ping by a manager saying this is a problem, you need to fix it. That's all I do. Any
I
other
get that.
problems you have, you need to talk to a manager, and a manager needs to forward it to me. Pinging me literally will do nothing. If they do not PM me, if they do not write it in dev chat, I will not take it seriously. I will not, because you could be anyone. Do you know what I mean? So it's a case
Okay.
of, if you have a
But,
problem, talk
Lucifer,
to
shut
a
up.
manager.
Okay. The entire reason I think this is a problem is because I've heard so many of the managers say this. Even we don't know when stuff is coming out. That's all we need to know is if you could just PM a manager and then have them make like a staff announcement about
Yeah,
something
no,
coming out soon.
I do.
We can know
The thing
weeks
is,
before.
it's told on the dev chat, and they decide not to tell you. It's not me depriving you of information. It's me giving the information out to where I am told to put the information, and them not sending it forward to the staff team. Again, like I said, I'm not here to sort staff out. I'm not here to talk to you guys. I'm not here for any of that. The managers take it in, they forward it to me, and then I do it. That is my role. And as for Obey saying you're a developer and you should be, Obey, I'm a networker. I work with lots of different people, lots of different servers. I did Elite Lupus's. If you know of him, I'm sure you do.
Okay, I've got a little bit of a suggestion because of UK2. Like, there have been various people saying that UK2 like has low tick rate and stuff like that. Why don't you guys, like, this is just a suggestion, like, why don't you guys test out the new things in UK2 first? Because sometimes the updates bring some bugs with it and people complain about that.
The problem is, let's think. So you know the new thing that just came out, the smuggler.
Yeah.
If I were to put that on the thing is the bugs we're having is caused by a lot of data and data handling. If I didn't have that amount of data on UK2, I would have never found the bugs. The bugs would still be the same that it is if I were to put it on UK1. Because there are so many people using that add-on fucks itself up. It can't, it's just, no. It's just like, no, too many people using me, I'm good.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? But you know what you mean with certain other add-ons, definitely can test it on there. It's a case of usually it's all about, if I were to shove it on UK1, there's usually a reason. Tick rate. We'll pop it up onto 16 for UK2. UK2 is going to become a little bit more mainstream because we're probably going to lower the player count for all servers down to 100. And then have a little dude that you can just jump between server 1 and server 2 and then maybe US as well. So people kind of know about it a little bit more because a lot of people just go into their favorites, click Fudgy 1, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
So communication wise, like right now, I love coming in, talking to you guys, having a little bit of debate about something. But it turns out at the end, I'm usually always proving myself right. Like, even if, yeah, I have an ego, you could say that. But in the terms of, yeah, I have an ego because I know I'm right. And it's a case of, I prove I'm right. If I'm wrong, yeah, I take responsibility. Not enough people do that. And a lot of people are like, let me just a little bit.
No, very good.
A lot of people I've seen, oh, the decorator, yeah, talk to the decorator, he knows what he's doing. I gave him a crash, right? It was the simplest crash. It was one line of code to fix. Or actually, it was, yeah, there was a bracket missing or something as well. And I gave him it because I didn't see it at the time. It was really late for me. I was very, very tired. So I gave it to him. I was just like, right, okay, sure. I'll give him the console log, see what's happening. You know what he read me? He read me startup parameters for the server. Oh, there's an error there. Yeah, what's that? It was a texture. The texture was an error. It affects the game nothing. It's just on the server start. And I was there like, wow, this guy literally, he knows what he's doing in terms of finding exploits, but developing a server in terms of stuff like that is quite funny. I would laugh very hard. So just to point that out, that's quite funny. If you want, I can step back for a few months and see how you guys get along. However, I'm sure it won't go very well. Like I said, there is a reason why I am still here, and I'm not gone like the other ones. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, okay, so the other thing that I wanted to bring up was just I really don't know whose fault it is that we're not getting this information. I don't know if it's yours, it might not be, it might be. I don't know if it's the manager's fault, whose fault it is, I don't really care anymore whose fault it is. All I want to know is just when something's coming out, because usually when something new comes out, there's a lot of bugs on the server, or a lot of bugs with whatever's coming out. You know what I mean? Somebody's always bound to find a glitch or an exploit to use with a new role that comes out, or a new something that comes out, you know what I mean? Somebody is bound to find something that's broken with it, and it's usually pretty frequently after this item comes out. So that's why it's good to know, that's why it's good for us to know when, because then we can be on the server and monitoring
In
it.
the staff meetings that I do go to and that I can attend, I do say at the end of every one, I say, oh, this is being worked on, this is being worked on, this is being worked on, blah blah blah. I also say in the dev chat, if we have any questions, Dexter, Decorator, whoever the hell that messages me, I will tell them. I'll say what's being worked on, because sometimes they ask, oh, hey, what's happening in the server, and I'll give a highlight reel. I'll just tell you, blah 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 blah. It's a case of, if you want something changed, Justin, the best thing is to not tag me. You need to forward it to a manager, the manager then forwards it to me. If necessarily that thing is controversial or there's something stopping me from doing it, it's then because I've then got asked Fudgy. So things like, I'm trying to think of an example. I had a brain fart. Let's think. What have we
Oh my God.
been?
Why do I have no fucking tags on the server again, dude? That's another thing. How come my tags always fucking disappear?
They will appear and just give it a few minutes. It's because they're just, again, data management is trying to request all your shit. Just give it a minute.
Okay. Let's say it. It will not.
Yeah. If you want something changed, talk to a manager. But I'm happy to, if I'm working on something, if Fudgy goes ahead, oh, I want to add this, I'll take a screenshot for you guys, post it in Snapchat, and then you guys know what's happening. If
Okay.
that helps.
I just got one more question for something that I saw in game the other day.
Okay.
How come harpoons are so fucking expensive?
Oh, admin.
They're OP, they're one shot.
Just checking this.
I think I have a few
Yeah,
shipments
screw that.
where they're
It was because
And again, I was told by Fudgy
Joe's
expensive. Any things like that, like price and stuff, it all gets
weak
Fudgy's
cougar.
decision.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay, I had one
Cougar,
suggestion
he
for
came
you.
in and I
Who
took
does the logs? Like, that's
I
you,
said
right?
I
Like,
took
you would
all
put
his
stuff in the
gadgets
logs or whatever, I'm
and I
assuming.
tied him
The
up
logs.
so he couldn't do anything.
Okay, I had an idea for something with the
Do it
logs
again.
that I've been telling the
Hit me.
managers about. Okay, I know that we can't physically get kidnap logs. I really don't know how Gmod works. I've done like a little bit of coding with other stuff, but nothing with Gmod or anything big. I wasn't good at it. Now, is there a way you'd be able to make like a baseball bat? Just say they do like 2 damage or 1
Yeah, sure.
damage. Because if we can do that, then we can throw all of mass kidnapping. We can throw that into the damage logs. You know what I mean? So they can say kidnapper, baseball bat, 1 damage player or whatever. Like it doesn't log. And then that would just change mass kidnapping forever. That would make it so much easier for everybody to deal with mass
Okay.
kidnapping, you know what I mean?
1 second. If there are problems that aren't on the roadmap, please PM a manager to forward it to the dev chat.
I don't know if you leave this channel open for everybody to type in, but it is right now.
Forward it to the dev chat. Right, Right, okay,
So
so we want baseball bat to do 1 damage. And allow for easier hits on musket. Nothing. Okay, so what else we got? So we've got the USA skin vendor not working. What else we've got? I'm doing currently smuggler.
Okay, so I've noticed some other things in logs. I don't know if you really care about them right now. Obviously, we have the hit section, which doesn't do anything. It just
One
sits
second.
there.
1 second.
Okay.
Smuggler bugs. We've got what bugs do we have? We had the kidnap, duplicate, dupe, glitch. That is known.
Losing weapons per month.
You need to just rejoin the game. You should have it.
Cause I've had a perm. Two
If you
perm
lost it
weapons been
when
going for a
other
while.
people lost it, like for like let's say 3 weeks,
Was-
you're not okay. There's no way you
I
can get
lost
back.
it after it was supposed to be fixed.
Yeah, there was like a 2% chance of people losing something, so you were just very, very unlucky. Did you buy the tickets with actual money?
No.
Yeah, so yeah, there's not really a whole bunch we can do really then.
So
What was it that you lost?
zap, gun, and medical vape.
Yes, how long you had those lost for? Quite a while.
Weeks probably.
I'll take a look.
I said he could look, but it would crash the server if he did.
Who?
Was
He literally can't look at anything. But can you disable the rope section in precision tool because it's causing a lot of problems? When I go on the precision tool, I don't see rope. Not sure about you guys.
Okay, Dexter was saying that somebody was spawning in with a mix of advanced duping in the rope and then precisioning it and then materialing it over or whatever. Making it look like it's not a rope. I don't know how that works at all. That's him. Somebody found the glitch the other day on the US server and they pinged it and they pinged us in admin chat.
It's not precision. There's no way it's precision.
I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what he was implying with it. But
Go green. Go green. Go green.
There's someone who is also very nice. Lucifer, please.
look, I had some more suggestions. I mean, I can. What do you want me to do? 'Cause I got quite a few
Is there
things I would
any
like to say.
bugs or anything like that that needs to be fixed that
Not that I can know of now. There's just some dumb like okay. There's a couple things that I found in the server that are annoying to deal with. Believe it or not, I can send you a screenshot. Hold up. Now this is a big one. I've seen people doing this all the time with cameras. They use it to camera glitch. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let's see how this one. People have been doing this to camera glitch into people's bases to like look in and see into their bases and see who's in there or whatever. That's one biggest I've seen with like base hitboxes or whatever.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean glitch?
Okay, so people put it's not glitching, but like people put cameras above the hitboxes. So there's some by like the tunnel,
Oh, I see.
and people put the cameras in front of there to see if people are in or out of their bases. So you can see player models through it, and they're doing that to see people's bases and know when they're in or out of their base.
Yeah, that would just be exploiting. There's not really a whole bunch like I can't because yeah, it gets removed when it gets to a certain point. So if they remove it in too far, it will get removed. But we have to limit at a certain point because if we were to just like try and get the exact because the skybox isn't the same on the map, we would have problems with like players disappearing and stuff. So
Yeah.
Bro.
Shut up, Mark. Now, one of the others. Okay, so do you want me to tell you now the other suggestion I kind of have, or what do you want me to do with it? I just got
Tell
one
me,
more.
make sure you
Okay.
put it. I probably put
I
it
don't
in
know.
the suggestion.
This might even fall into just Fudgy's jurisdiction because it has to do with tickets. Now, myself and I know a lot of other people, they already have all perm items on all servers. I think there should be a way we can like drop tickets to other people that want them. Like let's say somebody wants tickets, you can do like, oh, give me so much money for tickets, or like trade them in for money or some stupid shit like that. Because right now I'm just sitting here with 14K tickets and I have no use for them whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like I have no use for the 14,000 tickets I have, other than I just need to buy like 2 more things on UK.
Yeah,
when I'm done.
no. See, the thing is, if we allowed that, then people can make twice the amount of tickets, and then we would lose money.
Okay, yeah, I forgot because you do sell them on the shop,
Yeah.
donation shop. Okay, that makes sense. Other than that, there's not really much else I can think of. Glitch-wise. Oh, there's one more on the US. I don't know if it has to do. I think you said it has to do with tick rate. I think I asked you this once, like a couple weeks ago when you were on the server. A lot of the weapons are stuck being at like maximum fire rate. Like
So
how you
it's
guys.
just the tick rate stuff.
Okay. Now, did the tick rate get reduced again? Because I thought somebody said the other day it got reduced again.
No, it's only ever got it's just lowered. It's literally lowered by 3, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the same for every single gun. So you like it's not like everyone has a disadvantage. That makes sense. It's all the same. In all the guns. What else? Right. So is that okay now? Is all of your concerns being heard?
You see, now that you put all this in this roadmap thing, I feel more comfortable knowing that there's stuff getting fixed. And I knew you were fixing everything. Trust me, I understand that you're fixing everything as we go. But it's just so much easier now that we have this new chat, because now everybody in the staff team can see what's going on.
Are
As
you
long as
okay to write in staff chat? OGL has heard me out. He's listened to the staff team and and he has implemented the roadmap to ensure the staff team have are more aware of upcoming updates. Something like that to tell Bappo he's a cunt and that I can show it to Fudgy and yeah. Because else in a minute he'll message me being like, yeah, the staff team hate you again. I'll be like, oh, what's new?
Haha.
Right, that. Right, so that and that.
Funny. Wow.
now all we need to do is get fucking Henry to finally give me my one comment forms, and I'll be happy. And then all is dealt with.
We got. Right.
Блядь, ебаный урод, блядь, сука, ты шлюха, блядь.
Shut up, cunt.